Beloved, on two occasions in the past few weeks, I have touched on the theme of the ethical conduct expected of Christians and what it means to lead a fruitful life as a Christian. I elucidated 3 points, namely, having the orientation of doing the least harm and the most good to others. Secondly, being fearless with a fearlessness predicated on love and having a sound mind. And thirdly, taking personal responsibility for one's thoughts, words, and deeds. Of course, the foundational teaching for living an ethical life as a Christian is found in Yeshua's Sermon on the Mount. This significant teaching is found in the Gospel of Matthew, chapters 5 to 7, in the New Testament of the Bible. It is a collection of teachings and sayings by Yeshua, delivered to his disciples and a large crowd on the mountainside. Let us recap what is taught by Yeshua in these passages. Number 1, the Beatitudes in Matthew 5, verses 3 to 12. Yeshua begins the sermon with a series of blessings known as the Beatitudes. These statements describe qualities and attitudes that are considered blessed, such as being meek, being merciful, and being peacemakers. Secondly, salt and light in Matthew 5, verses 13 to 16. Yeshua uses metaphors of salt and light to convey the Christian's role in the world. We are called to be a positive influence, bringing flavor and illumination to society. Third, fulfillment of the law. Matthew 5, verses 17 to 20. Yeshua emphasizes that he has come not to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. In doing so, he encourages a deeper understanding and adherence to God's commandments. Number 4, teachings on anger, adultery, and oaths in Matthew chapter 5, verses 21 to 37. Yeshua provides teachings on ethical conduct, addressing issues such as anger, lust, and the importance of keeping one's word. 5, love for one's enemies. Matthew 5, verse 38 to 48. This is probably the most difficult task for most. Yeshua challenges us to love our enemies and to demonstrate a higher standard of love, even towards those who may persecute us. 6, almsgiving, prayer, and fasting. Matthew 6, verses 1 to 18. Jesus instructs on the proper attitude and approach to the acts of righteousness, such as giving to the needy, praying, and fasting. He emphasizes sincerity and humility. Number 7, treasures in heaven. In Matthew 6, verses 19 to 34, Jesus advises against storing up earthly treasures, but encourages laying up of treasures in heaven. He teaches about the importance of trusting God for provision and not worrying about material needs. Number 8, judging others. Matthew 7, verses 1 to 6. Jesus warns against the hypocritical judgment and encourages a humble and discerning approach when dealing with others. Number 9, the golden rule, which is in Matthew 7, verse 12. Jesus articulates the golden rule. So whatever you wish that others would do to you, do also to them, for this is the law and the prophets. Number 10, the narrow and the wide gates. Matthew 7, verses 13 to 14. Jesus uses the imagery of a narrow and wide gates to illustrate the challenging path of discipleship and being a Christian. The Sermon on the Mount is considered a foundational teaching in Christianity, providing moral and ethical guidance for believers. It reflects Yeshua's emphasis on inner righteousness, genuine piety, and a transformative relationship with God. We all confront opportunities and challenges in life. Our destiny, however, is influenced by how we respond, by the choices we make. Let your choices be informed by your obedience to God and trust in His promises. This will be reflected in your conduct and how you reflect the teachings of Yeshua's Sermon on the Mount. Let your faith guide your choices. Place God's divine will above your own desires, above your own earthly interests. Stay blessed. Shabbat Shalom.